So perhaps the Movistar Riders haven't performed well. 16-5 against Sprout coming into this one, thinking, okay, maybe we can take this one off the Outsiders, even though it's not their best map in their pool. Flit's going to go out here into the pistol round. He's firing away, trying to find that frag, and they can't get it.
No,
Movistar somehow alive. There we go. Finally, Flit and Fame connect for 3. And Davy along with Sun Pius, don't have much to fight for. In fact, Sun Pius is all the way at the bottom of Banana. He wasn't even part of that fight. Continues to play with fire peeking around this corner. They just want to buy time here. They have control of the bomb. Sun Pius continues to look for a fight. Why not? Looks up at the first orange and will not get it. Fame finally ends the pistol round, and it'll be 1-0. But again, it is still a surprise for the Movistar Riders, and I agree with the desk. They were saying it should have been a Mirage pick. Perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. Kicker's going to get the 3K, though, and they're farming all the money. $600 a piece for those SMG frags. Already have $2,400 built up in their pockets, and why not the clean $3,000 gained off the SMG frags?
Towards his side, and Norbert, considering a bit of an aggression there, he was holding close on the smoke, trying to get the better of a player with utility in hand, and well, that player will come, but just too late on the frag. Flit on the site for 1, but WG, Sun Pius open things up well. Now it's just Fame, trapped out still over towards that B site. Outsiders had the right setup, could not find the connections. Great work from the Movistar Riders to find their first. Their maps have been incredibly one-sided. I think coming out of day 1, it was something like 2 or 3 rounds lost in total before they even made it to this point.
Committed to this as of yet, but here come the Molotovs. The full-on execute is underway, and they're going to charge forward. Have to be careful of boost spot on both ends, and Fame's going to get 2 over on top of Newbox. Alex responds for a couple of his own, but Flit, there's the flower pots boost coming through and giving them a very brief man advantage, but there's Alex. We highlighted him, said he was going to be a key player here, and once more gets a 3K for his squad to take this down to a 2v2 post-plant.
Past the fountain, but retuck in towards the new box. Utility blooms, a missed shot opportunity squandered there for Sun Pius, but still a gap between the CTs and the side. That bomb, though, never ticking. Sun Pius continuing to apply the pressure. Now this round really falls to Alex in dark. His teammate is fallen, but Flit too. What a retake. The 3rd round picked on up.
Then perhaps Pistol, and he's going to drop it over for Alex. Says, yeah, I don't really want this. Take it.
Yeah, to be fair, Kicker made quite a lot of noise on that contact down. What is that shot? Adamo pause, another connection. Now the AWP on the floor in this round, getting dangerous for the Outsiders. 3 versus 4. And towards the church, that space will be claimed. Fame catches one on the rotate back towards Banana. That'll come down to the flanker of Norbert, and he's successful in that regard. Now 3 versus 3, but again, time the biggest issue for the Outsiders. They have the 3 rifles to work with. They still have a smoke available. It'll head in towards the bomb, and Death will play within it. WG as well. He could use this as a one-way. He could fight around it. An opportunity shot connecting onto Norbert. Up and over the top comes Fame. He's able to claim 1, but the time now, this biggest issue. Another smoke going towards the bomb, but there is utility. There is spam, and it's Death with the UMP. No time at this point. Flit would need to stick, and he's just not allowed the opportunity. The stabs coming through from the Spaniards, and an eco round for the Riders.
That home crowd is definitely going to be a factor, as we talked about earlier, but just some great shots from Mopaz to open things up. This one in particular, my goodness, takes down the Opper, and they had the UMP along with the Op.
Movistar Riders showing that early intention towards the Banana this time. A bit more force behind it. Flash forward, Flit on the swing, deals damage, and a kill claimed as well. That's a big one for the Outsiders.
Yeah, good aggression there from the Outsiders, working off the utility thrown by Fame to set up Flit for that opener. And now Norbert from Winter Room is going to get a couple for himself. Davy G and Mopaz go down. Death trying to get the trade, and he will find it at the very least, but still it's a 2-man advantage here for the Outsiders as Death is going to toss that nade on forward. James fully flashed, and he's going to have to back off momentarily. He's got the crossfire with his teammate, and Death take quite a bit of damage, but at least they take down Death, and that means that Sun Pius is by his lonesome.
He might even get hunted in this one. Kicker, yeah, holding on to the angle of holding out space. We're able to do so. Now it again comes down to this duo on the site. Fame and Kickert. Kickert spamming through the smoke. He'll take down Mopaz. And again, no trade to come back for that one. Davy G waiting. Utility will come over the top, and he'll start to disrespect the smoke straight on through. But Fame is there with the AWP. Kickert as well on the spray. 3rd picked on up, and Flit the support from Spawn effective. Maybe an opportunity for James to finally pick something up with that AWP.
I'm surprised to see him, of all people, on 0 right now, but there's no question that'll change. Oh!
Okay, this gets a little awkward now. 2 kills picked on up with the Glock's weapons recovered. They're low enough HP that they should not be able to win this round, but the bomb plan is secured, and Outsiders... Outsiders did not want to give that one away. If Flit goes down here, that opens up so much space over towards the spawn side. James is still deep. Alex pressing forward. He's on the close corner. Does this get suspected? Flash in. Flit needs to clear it.
Yeah.
And he's unable to do so. Now down to a 2 versus 2. This was just Glocks in the nade. Doesn't clear. James has the off. The util is lacking. They want to still go for this, but it really has to be Norbert. Molly connection on towards Sunpayas, but Alex holding the space. It has to be now. Outsiders so slow. Still in this retake. James trying to buy time, but he goes down. For nothing
way.
now, Norbert alone. His only hope here is the stick. He's holding it. The spray, not yet connecting, but at the last second, it's denied. Full Glocks, full eco around for Movistar.
Oh my goodness. To pistols only just yet. They're still rocking those rifles. And here comes that battle towards Banana. Kicker wanted to peek over the half wall. Doesn't really get it, but Fame will spam down Mopaz around the edge of that smoke. That gives the advantage to the outsiders.
That it does, but it was all just a ruse, a fake. The real hit forthcoming towards A, and 2 players in the back lines have to anchor. Norbert, some good in these situations before, smokes himself off in towards the pit, and another molly to buy himself space, but he's getting ticked away still. Finds the kill on towards Death, the second not allowed out of Sunpayas now. Flit is alone, support still smoked off towards the library, and the defender goes down. Post plant secured now for the Movistar Riders.
Yeah, 3v2's a chance for the outsiders to get back into this one, especially since they have the utility and the numbers, and they are certainly going to try for it. Sunpayas, 32 HP, and he's going to get dropped by Jame in the op duel. It's all up to Davy, who gives away his position. They know he's graveyard now due to the direction that utility came from, and he'll still get one onto Kicker. Tries to get the second, but no, denied by Fame. So after a heroic effort in the previous one, with that Glock's only round victory, outsiders immediately respond back. They don't let it get them down.
Does the Movistar Riders check this spot? A drop down forthcoming. Norbert, is he looking towards the right angle? Fame picks up another 2. Davy on the fall, claims 1. Kicker straight through the smoke, but taken down. Now a 2 versus 2, and you can see that health minimal for the outsiders.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough retake indeed, but they're committed. No utility left in their back pockets. They just got to win the dry fights. Alex has a beat on Fame, I believe. Yes, there you go. That's 1 down, only 1 left in Flit. He's trying to spam back and forth. He knows where both targets are. He just can't get visibility onto them. Staring down towards, I believe it is Alex, and Alex goes behind the cover, and he gets taken down by Flit. Time ticking away on the bomb. Has to get this fast. He does. Does he have time? The kid is right next to him, trying to defuse the bomb. It's going to be tight, but I believe he should be able to get this, and he does. What a clutch from Flit. But that is not going to block visibility for Kicker at all, who's going to toss a flashbang on over, and then the smoke to buy even more time off the clock. This is going to force the Movistar Riders' hands, but Alex hits the headshot onto Kicker. That's a great opener. They still have Fame to worry about, though, onto the site, along with Flit, and the utility has dried up, so Flit's going to have a clean shot here, along with Fame. But no! The dry peek for Death pans out, and now Flit is exposed to Davy, who also gets the AK shot. A 3v5 to a 3v2 now.
He'll soon come, Norbert. Making a show of force here. Noise being made, trying to provide a distraction. It's a good molly in towards the corner, but Davy takes down Norbert. Jame alone. He's had a rough half. He needs to pick things up now, and he's aware of where the positioning could be for the Movistar Riders, but the time is just too far gone. Alex for the final frag, a respectable T-half for the home team. We'll have to see who closes out map number 1 on the other side of this break. 1 player working his way through apartments. There's only 2 players. The Movistar Riders here to anchor. Davy in the pit has a gap created by himself in the smoke. Molly raining in towards his feet. He wanted a shot past it, unable to do so, and Death down on the site. Norbert, another onto Davy. Pretty catastrophic start for the Riders. Retake here looking difficult, I believe. Kit fallen, in towards pit. That one's going to be difficult to retrieve, and the utility less than stellar. Yeah,
Movistar Riders are going to try to get back in here. That's going to help Sunpayas with the dualies. Takes down Flit, so 3v4 as opposed to a 3v5. But Mopaz is going to need to do something here from the from the Moto position. Could be the Mopaz position if he pulls off something crazy here. But Jame is going to go down to Alex. Okay, now it's getting interesting. Alex gets a second. Sunpayas onto Norbert. Kicker the last one. Can they retrieve the kid in time to defuse this? I'm pretty sure they need it. They can't get it. It's not going to happen. Can't find the round, but at least they find the frags. It's just a consolation prize, though. 3 MAC-10s, 2 Galils. Of course, they're going to buy it. Just won that previous one. I'm so convinced Movistar took it with that retake. Davy, he's right behind. He was thinking about the knife, but now instead he pulls out the pistol, waiting for his... Oh, no, Davy, you got to take it sooner. He had an opportunity, and Norbert realized what was going on, but...
It'd be a nice little gift if the Movistar Riders are able to take him down. Kicker will contain closer towards the site, and with Alex falling, James still healthy. Yeah, nothing's going to happen in this one. 11-6 now for the outsiders. You have to start to get curious. If you're the Movistar riders, they are very much lacking information here, but Sunpei is good on the line. Molly to delay, you already see the rotates coming back over to help him.
And that smoke's going to get thrown. Movistar riders need to work this advantage. A 7th, a 1st, in fact, in this second half. Required of them, and Sunpei misses the shot. Flashbang thrown, though, by Alex, and it supports Mopaz for the peak from CT. That leaves James and Flit on the outside looking in, but they're trying to rotate around to the A site. Not necessarily a bad call as the 2v2 there.
Yeah, that it is, but rotates coming back on through. Flit's job is to cut them off. Mopaz down, another player stealing towards the library, but look at that clock, 10 seconds. Bomb is so far back, I don't think they're even going for this.
Oh, man, it would have been a great take, too, had they just decided to full send it, but now Alex is going to take down Flit. There was that moment of some space gained into Arch. If Flit charges on through, maybe he wins the fight with Alex, and...
But a gap in the close smoke. Alex knows no one's up just yet, but with the util raining in, this hit forthcoming. Sunpei is already here. The rotates are fast and the Movistar riders. And Mopaz on the boost, successful. Great crossfire with Alex on the side. He'll burn for his troubles, but still, Mopaz in position. He never dropped away. He held strong. Oh, there's no ammunition left. The damage has been done. James, the last man standing. And closed on out. The Movistar riders, another round. And in this round, it'll be another change-up. Davy holding space in towards the apartments. Mopaz is bold in this one. Molly will burn down onto Kicker. The blind disallows him from seeing, but Norbert over towards Apps. It was a double setup. They were getting aggressive in this area. Maybe they tried to fall away. Norbert! Another one! That's absurd. 3K picked on up with the bomb. You're right, it's dropped. Fame is behind, though. This gets awkward. Stacks upon stacks, layers behind each other, but Mopaz again making the correct call. Wait, Alex flanking too? Fame could be in trouble. He should hear the footsteps in this one and holds the ankle well. Now Mopaz realizes he's being taken from two sides here, and the fight he chooses to take, unsuccessful. What a great start.
But man, that was an impressive push by Norbert. He just flicks for 2 in the apartments, then jumps his way onto balcony, right on the lip.
Again, quite a ways away. That's a setup towards A that you mentioned. Brackets control has been taken. Norbert pressing forward on that one, but Death perfectly timed on the swing still. Flit was there for the trade back. Payas. Nice line, nice shot onto Garrett. This is the destination for the outsiders, at least what they were initially showing. But you're right, the bomb falling back. 2 players have actually exploited the gap through the arches. Come Norbert, now a decision. A path. Which do they choose? Venture towards that A side or split back towards B? A, the destination. Wrong call. Norbert down. They don't even know about the second player yet. Davi G can sit and wait. He did deploy a smoke earlier, so maybe suspicions.
Davi G coming around this corner from pit. He's got a chance to punish up against James and Flip, but he's now the last one standing. Good decision in the end by the outsiders to come here, but they still don't know Davi G's here. Now they spotted him out. They saw the tip of that A1S barrel. It can be very, very long, but Davi G is going to get Flit. Traded up by James, who now has to clutch it out. Time to step it up, James. Let's see if it's James time. Come on, James going to go around with the AWP. Sunpei is peeking out. Now James knows, but I think that was intentional for Sunpei. He knows he has a rotation coming around the other end. Time is ticking away. James hits the shot, looking for the final one in the 1v3. Can he connect? He does! James with the 3K and the 15th round picked up by the outsiders.
A crushing blow to the Movistar riders. Mopaz with the deagle. He's had great moments, but this weapon in particular, and he's looking to make it a bit of a gap in the smoke, but that's not where outsiders look to end. Instead, they split back towards the bracket, but it's Sunpei instead who steps up. 2 found with the deagle now, but 2 remaining for the outsiders.
Kickert. Pushing up lane. Des is going to come around this corner, and Des will get taken down by James. There's the 2v2. Sunpei waiting on boost spot here at the site. He's only got the deagle. Kickert knows. He comes around, takes him out. It's going to be down to this. Only Mopaz. A 3v2 stolen away by James and Kickert, and Mopaz picks up the AK to try and clutch out this 1v2. Taking his time, pushing up lane. Wants to at least make these 1v1s possible, but it looks like outsiders are not going to allow it. James again gets that shot with the big green. 16-9, the final score.
Great work from the outsiders. Strong first half. They rally in towards the second, converting off of that pistol round in strong form. That it is. The outsiders postured towards the lower side here. Mopaz smokes himself off in towards the barrels. 2 players here, but one already taken down. Norbert and Kickert, great entries off of James Flash. Sunpei will reply, but in the pit, Davi G on a bit of an island. You can see 4 Ts just on the other side of the smoke, starting to fade an opportunity, but unable to take it. Another ripper of a shot out of Fame, and now that kit fell not in the hands of the remaining players on the Movistar riders. No utility. This is going to be a very tough retake. Thus far, Outsiders, I believe, flawless in the pistol rounds across Inferno, picking both on up, and they're looking to continue that trend. Kicker onto Sunpayas, and Alex, the only man standing. He'll deal a bit of damage, but nothing more. But now these crossfires have time to be established. Mopaz actually going a bit aggressive. He had a flash to support, swing forward. Doesn't spot anything. Now only 20 seconds left. Outsiders need to expedite the pace. In this one, Fame finds Daviti. Mopaz alive in the pit only for one. Trades are excellent out of Flit. Now Death's the only man who really can deny here. Sunpayas could go for a hero play through the smoke, but instead, it's just Death's on the site. Bombs on the floor. The hit is denied, and it's the first round for the Spaniards.
Thinking about coming, and the flashbang eventually is going to trigger this. Flash thrown in, Sunpayas hits the opener onto Flit, 5v4, but Kicker does manage to get the trade onto Alex. Death is going to have his hands full, and Sunpayas gets caught jumping onto the truck. He will eventually get back, but Fame takes that opportunity, finds one back and forth action here. Movistar Riders at risk. Norbert can't be taken down. He keeps getting ticked away. James does manage to find one onto Death, but it's a 1v2. Norbert looking to gain the space, finds the headshot with the Tech 9. 1v1. Mopaz up against Norbert, and Mopaz is trying to come in from an unexpected angle here towards Long. Norbert flicks around but can't get him. Mopaz will indeed clutch it, and that's a second picked up by Movistar.
He's aware of the possibility of Movistar pushing forward. That smoke was spotted on out. The flash is heard, but Sunpayas holds the angle. Flits down. Outsiders need to expedite now towards this upper site, and Alex is holding the angle. If he kills Norbert, that could be the round ender here. He takes him down now. Just 2 left alive. Looks like they still want to go for things here, but the Outsiders mollied off. Time ticking away. Rotates in. A flash over the top. Sunpayas actually goes down for practically nothing in that one. A second for Fame, but James is just so far away. 20 seconds on the timer. A bomb on his back.
James trying to clutch the 1v2. Did it before on Inferno. It was a 1v3 then. A little bit easier technically this time, but 8 seconds left on the clock. He has to hurry. Hits one. The second one, I think he's aware of the positioning. Tosses the nade. He needs to go for the frag. Chasing it down. Death down to 57.
No
James!
way!
Oh my goodness! He is going to get that frag with 1 second left on the clock. Had to be the frag, and he nails it.
5 rounds is going to put them in an incredibly tough position to come back. I mean, Outsiders is just so damn good on that defensive side, but wow, the USPs are ringing in this one. Sunpayas finds 2, Davigi another. It's a cacophony of dinks, a crescendo towards Long. Sunpayas maybe getting a little too greedy. No, I think Jane looking to group up with his teammate in this one. One man in the bathroom, it's Alex. That was the one weapon bought into this round. It finds effect. Now gun recovered, and it's Alex actually with the better weapon here. Kicker, Mac 10, time ticking away. This round is over. Another pretty much full eco round 1.
Unbelievable. That's going to toss a nade from heaven in towards sandbags. Davidi's in a perfect position to deny here, and he's going to peek around the corner, likely into a favorable fight. Gets 1, 2, maybe the third. No, has to fall off of it, but damage is already done here. Outsiders have a very tough task to get into the site, but Flit managed to get the headshot onto Davigi. Now he's going to try and charge into the bomb site, but Death denies them. 2 frags come through. It's all up to James.
James already coming through. Great work from the Movistar Riders. Wait for the retake. Fight seems to be the answer. At least getting 1 kill, evening the odds into this post plant. Could be massive. James working on that plant, and Mopaz successful in his task. Bam! Through the board. It's the right call, but Kicker holds close.
Kicker waiting for the retake to come through, and he has to turn away from the flashbang. Immediately flicks back around, but will go down. Flit is there to support, to take down Mopaz. Makes it a 3v3, and Death pulls out the utility at the worst possible time. James is going to punish him with the P250, and now Alex has to make noise jumping down. That will be heard, so it alerts James, alerts the entire team here that he's going to come through. It doesn't matter. Alex gets 1, looking for the second. James, though, peeking around the corner, will ensure that the attention is directed towards him, and Flit takes advantage of that to drop Alex. Sunpayas just gonna have to save here, Mimi.
Towards there, Monster holds a boost as well to hold for Flit. Door has already been blown off his hinges, but Flit seems aware of the possibility. Signaling on that space, Mopaz in such trouble. Great flashes out of James. He's knocked down for nothing. What's the reply now from the Movistar Riders? Cap in the smoke. Davigi to exploit it. Death is blinded, but he still has a rifle available, and look who's up above. Lurking with the FAMAS. Davigi wants more Fame. Trying to exploit the angle. Doesn't work out. Sunpayas with the shot from the AWP.
A flashbang, and Flit, I don't even know if he wants to use it. They probably are just going to go for the dry peek to keep the advantage of surprise, and there it is. He peeks around, gets 1, but Davigi trades it out with the FAMAS. His 3rd on the round. James Fame 1v3. He can't do it again. Sun Pius with the overkill headshot from the AWP, and Movistar right back on the board. Likely going to hard clear it as they come around this corner. Just so much manpower, there's just no reason not to. Norbert doesn't spot him out though, and Alex gets the jump, but the trade is right there for Fame. Well, has been quiet here, but he wakes up at the right time. 2K comes through, and afterwards, Kickert on the other side towards B gets it.
Sun Pius had an opportunity, but Davichi has one as well. Kickert, though, holds the line. That's probably just a kill. Deaths
come to a close, and the A1S will be at least one rifle carried forward into this next round.
How much can he find in this round? Another flash popped. Molly actually well timed. That forces one man forward, separates these players, but utility fumbling out in towards the hands of Davi. He'll fall, but Mopaz good on these trades, getting a little too far forward now. He needs to run, he needs to hide. And the damage already done. Flit on that kill. Death still has the rifle. That was just the MP9's loss. Jay meeting up with his teammate there.
Flit moving in, 35 seconds left. Here comes the execute for the Outsiders, and Death, a critical frag comes through. Flit is dropped. Norbert is going to be on the site proper. He doesn't have the bomb yet, needs to find this, and he does. Critical one found, but unfortunately for him, the bomb is dropped. Alex gets the headshot. Norbert's good for another. He spots the player in heaven, but cannot find it. Sun Pius salvages another round here. 8-7, as close as it can possibly get as we head to the break. Taking care of business near the dice box, and he's going to hop around for some information. Just wants to try and spot out some Movistar riders here, and Flit's actually going to be first contact. He gets crossfired from both angles. Alex going to take him down. James does manage to respond here, but the flashbangs are good, and they get returned by the Outsiders. Fame and Norbert get a couple, but the trades go back and forth. We are sitting at a 2v2. Problem is, the bomb has been dropped. It is at the feet of the Outsiders.
Making noise on the push back in. Bomb recovery, the main priority here, but if they can get it down, that kid is far away from the Outsiders. It'll be a tough one. Now Fame stands alone, 1 versus 2. Can he find the first? Not quite there. Peeking in and out together, the damage done onto Mopaz and finalized. Now both players healthy in the 1 versus 1 and 20 seconds left. The pressure is on Death to get that bomb down, and Fame, he calls the bluff for a moment. Thought it would be a fake, holds back now. Slowly inch forward and spotted by both sides. What a dink. Shot out of Death still. More needs to be done. Fame needs a clean shot if he wants to win this. He spots the player in the open. A risk taken, but the round one, the Riders pick up a critical pistol.
22 seconds left now. Movistar riders don't have much room to maneuver now. The clock is against them. Utility flies out, and the only advantage they have is that Outsiders only have that smoke left on their side. So they'll be able to take site pretty cleanly, but Kickert does manage to take down Death's. Bomb will get planted, so that's good news for the Movistar riders, but it is a 3v5. Now a 2v5 as Alex is desperately fighting, but he can't do it. Neither can Davi G. The Outsiders are back on the board, and we've returned to a tied scoreline.
Flit is posted on a position where he can be that swing player to either site. You see him making that decision now. He'll head upwards, and James has the angle. Ooh, that timing is so rough. Mopaz rips the head straight off him, and Death as well. What is happening? The Outsiders had the setup, but the timing not working out, and Movistar great to punish. They have pulled off some crazy stuff on the lesser buys. I think that the way they play when they're lacking in utility is just so much more proactive.
The flash is good. Kickert has to back off into pit. They still need to clear to Movistar. They're going to stick the plant instead. That gives Kickert a chance to get up to walkway and make life difficult here. Alex needs to be aware of the possibility, and now he will be with that shot fired. Thing is, Kickert doesn't expect the player to be above him, but he misses the shot. Does Davi? Actually, no, he doesn't even realize Kickert's there. He goes for Fame instead, gets that frag. 3v3, and Kickert's still alive and kicking. It is going to be possible here for the Movistar riders to close this one out. It's not going to be easy, though. Kickert coming out. He goes down to 2 HP. Flit managed to take down some Pius. Kickert delivers on Alex. All up to Death's, time ticking away. They have to find him soon. They're going to stick to defusal. It's a risk, but it pans out because Flit is good for the frag onto Death's. 11-10 for the Outsiders.
But look at Kickert's position. Anti-flash on the close corner. HE deals damage onto him. Now the pop's coming. How much can he get in close? Nothing! Alex opens with 2.
What?
The Tech 9. Massive impact in these pistol rounds are just absurd. Again, Davi G with the rifle finds one. Now it's a 4 versus 1. And it's James time. I don't think he has a way back into this round.
No.
Finds a shot on Davi G, but there's no util. It's over. I'm gonna paint a picture. What if Movistar just gave us some of these faster rounds?
A quick pop to the B site. They full send it. Don't overthink things, and that's what leads to their success here.
Outsiders still ahead. What a start. I mean, the flashes were just excellent. Well, Sun Pius and Davi G just timing every half second. Another flash is blooming.
Yeah, it's typically been Mopaz attempting those entries over the 5 maps played with 29.6% attempts. But let's get back into the action here. We'll talk about that later as Kickert's going to find 1, 2, and a third with the 5-7. It's the pistols coming to life for the Outsiders. Jame with the op on Sun Pius, and Mopaz the last one standing. Eco's back and forth, and Outsiders have regained control.
Towards the B side, I mean, you can see the shock.
This is...
Even on the faces in the crowd there, Kickert gets 3. Fame's flash is perfection.
Guys, if you want an argument for why to use the 5-7, just clip that.
Flash over Davy, not moving, not giving away any information.
Flit. Along with Fame, here comes the push. They have 1 flash left, in fact, and they're not going to use it. They're just going to go dry, and Jame and Flit along with Kicker get 3, but Alex, the last one standing, makes it a 1v1. Time ticking away on the bomb. They have to go quickly if they want to try and get this defusal. Kicker needs to stick it. There's really no choice, and he decides to go for a fight instead, and will cede the round. He wanted to do the economic damage, realized that there was no hope of success in that defusal, and that's going to mean the Movistar Riders on their force buy.
Does that pull a rotation from B, though? There's only 1 player holding its Fame. And Jame has a pinch here. Okay, that's awkward. Sun Pius rotates, finds a big kill there. Now Fame has to defend. Teagle in the spawn side. Alex Hotel in hand, stuck in the open. He finds 1. Fame's still alive, but the spam now through the smoke with the Galil. 3 versus 3. In this retake, weapons already recovered, but Movistar Riders notice the adaptation. They're pushing back, taking space towards the spawn side. The plant allows it.
Yeah, now Outsiders are trying to move in. Like you said, Movistar Riders are going to tuck in here and try and defend. Their Sun Pius finding Norbert. Mopaz gets Kicker, and Davy G finds Flit. That'll do it for the round. We are tied up again, 13-13. This one is going down to the wire.
Double setup deep in Monster.
I don't know if B's the right call. Kicker's got a really good angle here, and he's going to get deaths. He's supported by both Fame and Flit. There's the Molotov out, and the advantage, well, it's not there for Movistar at all. They are able to slip one through, but it's messy as Kicker gets the frag onto Davy G. Sun Pius down to 12 HP, and Mopaz, well, he's got to be able to support his teammate.
This is a position he can take down Fame, 1 HP, but the swing from the spawn side. Flit and Kicker combined to close, 14-14. For the Outsiders call, Fame. Oh, this is a dirty angle. He's successful off of it. Now keep your eyes on those players towards long. They can either rewrap or just look to join their teammate on site, but down below, it's actually the lurk from Movistar instead. Mopaz has B.
Wow, how does Mopaz find B here? No one's watching at all for the Outsiders.
But Kicker can still cut this off. Look at that Molly. Very well timed. He's buying time. He needs to kill Mopaz, though. The spray wars, not one. Mopaz, that is such a big kill to find. Now, Outsiders, they have to fall to the retake here. Do they even want to go for this? At that point, Fame down. I think it's saved. No, they're going. No. Flit finds that kill. It opens it back up.
Yeah, they're going to try for this. They have to. 2v2, bomb planted. Outsiders want to try and potentially deal the killing blow to the Movistar Riders. Movistar Riders on the defensive end here in the post plant, and they deliver with 1 more onto Flit. Norbert, the last one standing in the way of a round victory here for Movistar, and he will fall. Movistar have a 15th and at least guarantee overtime here on Overpass. The crowd going wild, cheering on the hometown favorites.
Could be a massive one around the corner. Mopaz working. He's not using util in this one. Going dry. Jame with the divider. Smoke in front of him. Mopaz finds Flit. Now this angle even more important. Norbert with the 5-7 taken down. But Jame, it's his time. We'll have to see if he can get more through the smoke. He's damaged. Needs to find the shot now, but he's getting pinched from 2 sides. And the pressure, too much to surmount. 2 players left. Kickert and Fame on this retake. And Kickert, his position already known as the double stack close on the site for the Riders.
Fame, along with Kicker trying to come through. Kicker's down. It's all up to Fame. 1v4. Fame gets 1. Not the second. It is going to be the Movistar Riders sending this one to map number 3, Mimi.
They've done it. From an incredibly tough first half, conceding so many rounds, 7-8, they make the rally. Favored, at least in those odds, to win out on this one. Crazy to see that recovery. And on the side here, it's Jame holding support from the other side and actually looking to fight forward. Good flash, but no real connections off of it. So Mopaz and Davy G trade their way on through. Still 2 more players here, but Norbert eating a dink. Kicker finds 1, but down again. Cities are here, but they're just not finding these kills.
There we go.
Sun Pius, a double picked up.
Moker has one thrown for him. Either way, he will be able to hold that angle should he choose to do so, but no longer. Now he's going to get naded out. That takes care of business, and Mopaz comes back to get Kicker. So after 2 opening frags for the Outsiders, the Movistar Riders are punching their way right back into this round.
Still, there's a win condition on that side of Jin with the AWP. Has to fall away, respecting the smokes for the moment, and there's not really any utility to deny this plant. Norbert just contacting up, he's taking a risk, but he's rewarded. Alex, though, on the swing, was late for a moment, but now finds his effect, and it's game alone. 1v2 smoke, he spots the edge of Death's body, but unable to connect on towards the shot. Kit will be picked on up, but no smoke in this one, and Movistar Riders are grouped.
Unbelievable work there by the Movistar Riders, not quitting on that A site at any moment. It is a pretty good half buy coming through here. I would say that the hero M4 for James, he's down to 600. Sunpai's trying to clear it out, and he won't get anything. They're stacked up here and managed to deliver the killing blow twice on James' side. So there's the 4v3, in fact. Flitz on notice at 6 HP, and Kicker finds Davigi. Finally, the adjustment. They take that mid control early and don't give Movistar as much map to work with.
Up the ramp at the moment. Could try and meet up towards A, but Mopa shut down. Astute from Kicker to hold on to that space. The question is...
But instead now is going to have to fight his way back on here. Throws the smoke out, doesn't expect someone to be here. He's likely going to get caught off guard, but no. Jane peeks around and can't connect for the killing blow. Now he will. No fuss, no muss. And one round finally picked up by the outsiders. Let's see if this high-low pans out here. Flit along with Kicker, waiting for the Movistar Riders to come out. Flit gets impatient, goes around the corner. That impatience will cost him his life. Kicker manages to get a trade, but that's all he will find as he falls to his doom. 41 stories below. Norbert and Jane do come back to make this an even fight. That's impressive on their side, but Jane gets delivered the killing blow. Now it's Norbert back. Craziness happening here. 1v1 and even HP on both sides. Alex is rotating all the way around back to the B site. But look at Norbert, he realizes.
Right position. Is Alex ready for this one? No utility. He just needs to take the fight. 10 seconds left. It's coming down to the wire. Norbert, the adjustment and the connection through on the spray. Yeah, look at Norbert. He's pushing close within the smoke. And the gap, it's found. That's a bomb to be dropped. I'm unsure if Norbert... Well, no, I believe it should have shown up on the minimap there in the moment that he spotted out the carrier. Norbert needs more clearing onto the angle. Mopaz better in that position. Quick headshot. You have to see if the outsiders can get this tap on towards the bomb. Fame on the swing forward, but Mopaz will not give him the fight. Now, eventually, it's claimed. Fame takes it, but look at the rewrap. Both players coming towards the lane. Now it's just one left, but that timer is the critical issue. Did they know about the second chain trying to hold on towards this one? It's just the Tech 9 on the hold, and he's unable to do it. Fame on the close. An incredible retake from the outsiders.
Wow. That is such a disciplined play by Flit not to over-engage there as he's going to wait for the Movistar Riders to come his way. They need to take this site. 15 seconds left. They need to get a move on. Flit now peeking around, realizing that time is in his favor. Looking for one. He gets it. Norbert, in the meantime, also gets Sunpius. And the Movistar Riders wait way too long. They need to find the frags. No, you can't plant the bomb, Mopaz. Only 2 seconds left. And that is going to do it. Outsiders take it off the clock. Here for the opening crowd, here for the home crowd, I should say. As Norbert is going to get the headshot onto Death. Nicely done, and Flit finds Davigi. Mopaz is able to respond. Mopaz has been so good with these entries onto the A site. He's got another one here, and a little bit of an opening for Movistar to work with.
That there is. 4 versus 3 now. Mopaz, critical kill there, but he's knocked on low. Eludes the flames of the mollies at his feet and stays alive now, so he even. Up until trade hands there. Hop thrown down for the moment. Sunpius with the AK and a player isolated. That fight would have been big to win, but unfortunately, Alex too far back to trade. But this bomb is being committed. Alex actually able to get things down to a post plant and the off trade.
Alex gonna spam down Fame. There we have it, 2v2. He's got a chance to swing, but Sunpius hits the headshot onto Kicker. James, the last one standing here. He pulls out the op and he's trying to make it work, but the Movistar Riders pull the round back. 7-5. That one has to feel good.
That's a round worth the wait. They stay alive. Win things out. Wasn't that a 2v4 at one point? I mean, Mopaz, massive kill there. He finds 2.
It's the, I think, 3rd time he's found 2 frags trying to entry onto the A site, and then Sunpius. That shot.
Disgusting.
Gorgeous. Then he gets the follow-up onto James to secure the round. Yeah.
There is still 2 players. I mean, outsiders have the right position in this one. The flick over the swing. Jiggler peeking, has time to pull out the weapon and takes down Alex through the smoke. Flash not quite connecting in time for that one now. Trouble in paradise for the Riders. The bomb not fully committed, but they're doubling back. Space in mid for Mopaz. Again, he's the linchpin for this round.
Yeah, I mean, they have time to rotate back. Mopaz could get another one. He does. Norbert has fallen. That opens up potentially the B side. Still James. He is here trying to deny. Mopaz has no idea. James spots him out. It's a free frag, but James going to bide his time just a little bit longer, and he does get the shot onto Mopaz. So that's going to force another adjustment from Movistar.
But again, you can see the pivot. Son Pius was waiting, patient, leaving options open for the Riders. 20 seconds left now, and it will be in a position to maybe punish on towards this one. Death committing in towards the plant, and Flit ambling up top. Son Pius will be just below him. Death spotted. Son Pius has to know, does he hold his nerve and maintain this angle, or does he back away? It's a risk either way. This might be the perfect angle. He knows exactly where Flit is, but he's yet to be able to convert. James working through the back lines. I think Son Pius is suspicious of the flank. Now he has to know, but yeah, both sides aware. One more flash. That's all that's left. We'll try and feign them into thinking he's coming back from one side. Instead, he'll double towards the ramp, but shut down. Train towards the lane. They want to retake the space. Flash, I believe, queued up here for Flit. No, just playing the ante, waiting. Off of James' contact, he will play the shot and miss. That's a big one to lose out on. Flit down. He had the big position and loses it out. Still James, an opportunity. Norbert in for support. A 2 versus 2 now. And the time, you're right, there's nothing left. There's no possibility. It has to be the kills, and they cannot come through. 8-7, another close half. We'll have to see who closes out and who takes the trophy here at ESL Challenger on the other side of the break.
41 seconds left on the clock. Mopaz waiting. Both of them behind smoke. Flashbangs coming through. They're just trying to lay the outsiders. Finally, a frag is connected on. James gets that VG, but look at Mopaz. Sneaks through the smoke and gets 2 onto Norbert and Fame. 4v3 just like that, and they can't find the bomb. It's stuck in the smoke.
Oh no, this one is falling apart for the outsiders, and Death continues down that path. Only 17 seconds, they need to plant soon, and they're just not being given an opportunity, but suddenly, both Flit and James come alive. 10 seconds though, bomb needs to come down. Mopaz is still healthy, so too is Alex. Bomb being planted to swing forward, bombs down, round's over. Nice attempt from the outsiders, but Mopaz a god in that round.
What
to 5-3.
Play, what a play, Mimi, going through the smoke. Place here in ESL Challenger Valencia. $50,000 EPL conference spot in Season 17, but the action getting underway here. Death's going to engage with the outsiders, just trying to charge onto the site.
That they are. Gas MP9, he is so damn blind. Excellent work from the outsiders, but Davi G in the smoke. This team has been good on these pushes, but Fame aware of the possibility. Spams him down. And now the round falls to the favor of the outsiders. Molly trying to deny on towards that plant, but no one's rushing. Notice the lurk in towards mid. They've already taken down Mopaz, and Flit's positioning might just be able to close this one on through. Minute 20 still to work with. Those smokes should be soon to fade though, but well timed on the flank. Flit and quicker on the shutdown.
But Norbert has already tucked in here, Mimi.
That he has it within the smoke. Norbert will look to play his position. Surely noted. Someone needs to spam him away. The jump across. What a movement, player, for Death. He grabs the second as well. Impeccable play from this man, but he'll fall. Flint and Fame still alive, and the damage done on towards the CTs. Smoke on the bomb, though. Kit's available. Actually, no, they need to pick one up. Not on either of their bodies at the moment. Tap down Flit. Ready to take this fight. Spray away. He knows they're off at this point, so doesn't even really need to fight. Alex will try and hold, but that smoke is fading soon. There's no Kit. This round is over.
Yeah, no time, no Kit. And the outsiders do manage to squeeze one more out there. 9th round.
The setup is correct. Davi G close with the Deagle. Some Pius ready to play off of it. Smoke should be popped soon. Davi realizes that the push is forward. Smoke goes down, but his team falling around him. Flit and Fame open for 2, and that's the gun on the ground. Alex has already died in this round, but recovered. Mopaz, he's in a big position here, but Norbert working his way around. This backstab could be everything. The flash well timed to spray away. 2 out of Norbert, and now Death is alone. It looked strong for a moment, but this round has been neutered. The weapon taken away, just the pistol, and an excellent shot from Fame to close.
Oh, man, for a moment there was a chance there.
Falls behind the molly as his team will look to take over towards B. Davi G in close now, gap in that smoke, but he's so blind. And Kicker wins out on the duel of the sprays. Death needs something big here, and he spots out on towards James. Eventually finds it. Actually, Fame instead to fall, but Kickert on the trade back. Mopaz needs something big. He's had these moments before, but we need to see another flash of brilliance. Is there util to support? Not really. No flashes left. He just has to take the swing try, and the setup is so strong. Nade towards the close box, but Norbert still alive. Utility. He's stuck out in the open with it in hand and falls as a result, but that timer's already ticking. The util's already gone, and look at Flit. This backstab coming through. Kickert will tuck. There is, however, a smoke for the bomb, and kits available for both these players. The hold is coming through. The flank needs to be everything here. He's just sticking it. He's holding on, but not enough time. Alex is shut down, and it's another round for the Outsiders.
Oh, Kicker tucking in so well as they wait.
For the Outsiders, that's on Jame, but I don't even want to go back towards the site. Instead, it's a fight made towards mid. Sunpius takes it down. That was the player with the majority of the util taken care of, but Molly's recovered from fallen teammates, so the box will be cleared. However, the smoke available. Alex just trying to stay alive in this position. A nade on towards his body, and the question is now, can the Outsiders clear him? 30 seconds left. If Alex stays alive, he has a pinch with Davi. The Kickert into the side. What an entry. Alex falls as well. Those were the two players who needed to hold on and unable to. 20 seconds though. Still a chance here for the Movistar Riders, but Kickert continues his domination. 2 massive kills, and it's now Sunpius alone. He finds the tag. It's no kill though.
Movistar Riders need a response and quickly, but right now a force buy is not really in the cards.
Just has a pistol. It's so interesting. Building up the bank for him again, but there is still a risk here. Deathing close to the Eagle for one. I thought he could get a little bit more. It's just damage instead. Kicker on the trade back. And again, this guy in the late throes of this game has been massive. Outsiders still looking to maybe charge onto the side. Palm actually thrown back. Kicker will retreat. They reset with their man advantage.
Yeah, they're going to go back. Well, it's kind of a smart play, right? Because they've drawn so much attention from the Movistar Riders here. Kicker will go down, so that's a AK picked up there potentially from the Movistar Riders, but are they coming back to the B site?
I mean, I think they have to because there's guns down now. They don't want to get that. The Movistar Riders, Daviki, again,
in this
these
round?
pistols. And I mean, it hasn't even been Sunpius. He has the AWP, the one big weapon in towards this round. Flit eventually finds Mopaz. Where's the sanity in this? But I'm keeping my eyes on Sunpius because he's in the right position holding towards the berm. Does he choose the right angle here? It's a matter of timing. Flit actually spotted him, I do believe. Yeah, he's a dead man. Now it's just Davi G. Deagle in hand this round showed so much hope for the Spaniards, but now it's just one man, a mission, a Deagle. That's all he has to work with. And a clean shot onto Flit, a 1 versus 1 now against Jame. He's pressing forward, will hold on this close line. The health working so heavily. Jame, patient, inching forward is Davi G. He's hoping for a fight, hoping for something, but nothing being given. Jame maybe now doubting himself. He'll swing forward, and the timing is right. Clutch denied. Another eco round that gets so damn close. For the Outsiders, where do they want to finalize this round? Davi G, he's making a heroic play here. Needs to keep his life, needs to win versus Kickert. Kickert has been a monster thus far in this map, and he's patient, holding his nerve for now. Flash available. Davi G doubts it, but elsewhere, Death is finding kills. Davi G wins his, and Death big on the anchor. Flit, though, an opportunity. Mopaz to deny. Oh, Sunpius
with the opener here on to Jame. Jame gets a little overeager, peeks around, and the punish from the Opera on the Movistar Riders comes through. Sunpius looking for his second here, peering around the edge of the smoke, and he finds it onto Flit. 5v3, but Kickert's right there for only one as Mopaz supports his Opera perfectly. 4v2 in favor of the Movistar Riders. Alex spamming through the smoke, hoping to connect on the run, but it's Mopaz around the edge of it to take down Fame. Only Norbert left standing as the Movistar Riders are mounting the comeback. One rifle, so that gives him a little bit of an economic footing. Mopaz waiting patiently. Alex also on the other end. They've got the utility in their hands. Have to be careful here not to get caught out with it. As Jame and Norbert are going to move in. Great flashbang thrown for Norbert, who gets one, but the trade is good on Alex. Jame and Kicker, last two standing. Kicker just tries to sneak through that smoke. He was going absolutely nowhere as Alex was watching. And now Jame spotted out. He does manage to connect for one. 1v3, 16 seconds left. Just wants to get away, but he can't. Alex denies. And that is a 14 for the Movistar Riders. We are tied up. And for the second map in a row, we are going the distance here. The full 30.
Despite that lesser weapon, that was the sacrifice Outsiders made to have the full belt of utility. Look at this setup, though.
The nade.
Available. Can it finish
There it
it
is.
off? It does. Plant denied for the moment. Back to a 4 versus 4. Kickert ready on the swing through. He's playing the anti-flash in close, waiting for that reply. Another plant being attempted, but the molly. This utility has been excellent, and the offing is to Sun.
Oh my goodness!
Davi G another. The off lighting up the kill feed as Shame is alone, and he has no chance in this round. Series points secured for the Movistar Riders.
Unbelievable stuff there. The utility, I cannot believe it. The double nade stack comes onto the site, denies the plant the first time, immediately followed by a Molotov, which denies the plant for a second time, and then Sun Pius, the work with the AWP. The
So
man
good.
has the op, it is his fiddle, and he is just pulling all the strings perfectly. And look, you got Mac 10, Deagle, Attack 9, Galil, and they're coming through. Davi G could have a punish here, but no, he has to fall off. Does throw the Molotov, he's going to repeat this. Davi G, no, he falls back for the time being. And Sun Pius and Death get 2. It could be over here, folks. Jame, Flit, and Kickert are surviving, but Kickert's going to go down, and now Jame and Flit on an island. Are they going to be able to fight their way out of this? Flit looking around, he goes down. Jame, the last one standing, does manage to take down Death, but it's all up to him. 15 HP, a Galil, and a prayer.
Look at the damage, though. Sun Pius, he holds the line. He connects the shot. They've done it on home soil. The Movistar Riders are your champions in ESL Challenger Valencia.
$50,000 and a spot in EPL Conference Season 17 secured for the Spaniards. What a well-played BO3 from them. They fought tooth and nail on overpass, managed to pull that one back.